Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken short. And a less than desirable return. As he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
At the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 61 yards that time on the ground.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31, check 3, check 3, check 3.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. Completes it to Fitzgerald. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
2nd down and goal. Jackson flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On second down, Peyton. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
43 is the must. 43. Check.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Watch safety grip. Watch safety gripping. Safety's gripping. Play. Check.
On third down, Jackson steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Hey, ready? Watch 52's the mic. Not today, you are. Not today.
They run on first down with Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Well, that catch was not so immaculate, but it does move the sticks.
Oh, I hear what you're doing right there. You're talking about Franco Harris and one of the all-time great catches in NFL history. The immaculate reception. Franco, a 4-time Super Bowl champ, that helped contribute to it, that game against the Raiders.
Finished his career with 307 catches. I don't think you'd see that number from a fullback in today's NFL. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Peyton. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Just like that. No.
Jackson now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the interception, here's Jackson on the move to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play. Sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson escaping the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Check it backer. Under 10, 10, Roll. Go. Yeah. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Let's make these babies cry.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Willis. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson being chased. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Switch gears. 52.
Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, it's Jackson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go on the ground. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
43 is the mark. Go. Check. Double time. 4 there.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Jackson now throwing on 4th down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Julio Jones. In the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Well, indeed, try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
25, check 25, check 25.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run the counter. Peyton, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Peyton. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might have.
Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Get the money. March 43. March 43.
They'll run on first down. Peyton, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from the 20. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Let's go.
The Falcons take over first and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second and 7 at the 13.
On second and 7, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And now Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Falcons 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That one, 28 yards on the ground. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. What he's showing, past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
3 bucks.
On second and 9, Jackson. It's brought in by Harris. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. Gronkowski. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll run again with Jackson, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
This is caught.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Jackson. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.